Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Fable 3. I'm your host, the Gamer Darius.
Anyone can make a promise, but then what do you do about it?
Keep them like I had been. Anyways, last we left off, I had slain a bunch of Balverines. I have made more than enough money to make up for bailing out the economy, and we were about to lay down some of the last things that are going to happen in this Let's Play. Woohoo! And we're saving. Oh good, Reaver's here. Why have I not had you assassinated yet?
Hail and well met, your most gracious majesty.
Today you must decide how much protection to grant Aurora. Kaelin will offer her proposal. Reaver will stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, as you know, the threat from the deserts that surrounds my city has not diminished. The darkness could fall upon us once more at any moment. Aurora is part of your kingdom now, and I ask that you grant us protection. Build a desert outpost that can warn my people should the crawler attack. It shall allow us to leave the city in time and ensure the survival of your loyal subjects.
Okay.
Aurora is under our protection. It is our duty to build this outpost.
The King's decision is final. A military outpost shall be erected in the deserts that surround Aurora.
We shall not forget this gesture. Aurora thanks you.
Ah, you are a whimsical monarch, and that is why you are so beloved. Very well, it shall be done.
You know, at least he's not a complete asshole about things. He actually does what I say. Can't say I'd like that about the previous Reaver. Or I guess he's technically the same Reaver.
Industries is proud to present an exotic tale of romance, adventure, and sand. The Desert Outpost.
Bring forth Sabine of the Mistpeak Dwellers.
Oh, that Mistpeak. Wow, I'm an
Today,
idiot.
You decide on the fate of Mistpeak, home of the Dwellers, Your Majesty. Sabine will speak for his people and their land. Reaver will dispute his cause.
You may speak.
I come here seeking nothing but what was promised me and my people. You pledged to restore our home mountains and our right to dwell in them. We have fulfilled our end of the bargain. We have paid with our lives to sit you on that throne. Now you must fulfill your end. Undo the damage your brother did to our land, and our agreement shall be satisfied.
Yeah.
I will keep my promise to the Dwellers. The Mistpeak Mountains will be restored.
Mistpeak shall become a protected region, and the Dwellers shall be granted authority over its forests and resources.
You are true to your word and your honor. The Dwellers will stand by you till the end.
Yeah, see, 50,000 gold is all that's required to make the Mistpeak Mountains protected. That's nothing. That's basically pocket change. I make more than that amount in the rented shops and whatnot, that all that I own. Seriously.
The forests of Mistpeak are our greatest national treasure, and now, thanks to Reaver Industries, they have returned to their past splendor. Dwellers, birds, and bunnies are free to roam, laugh, and kill each other as nature intended. Who needs all that lumber anyway?
I mean, we got plenty of homes, so... yeah. Wait, why was it taken out of... oh, okay. Now I actually gotta return to Hobson. Why does the maid have a gift for me?
Never given a gift to royalty king. Hello.
Hello. Anyways. So, wait. Let's try to Hobson's again. I wonder where's my bed. I forget where's my bed. Don't ask me why. You know what? Actually, I do know a good way to to spend the possible last days of our existence.
My lord.
Well, hello. A random dance with a random person.
I like this.
Yes, yes.
Aren't you a mover? Oh, we can dance. You.
Wonder how she... Wonder how she's treated if I were to say... Go to the bedroom. Yeah, Reaver's kind of a dick. Where's my bedroom? I kind of find it funny that you're... Oh, these are the servants' quarters, aren't they? I mean, I am king.
To sleep around with strangers.
Dang it. Alright. I suppose we'll have time for the hanky-panky when we get around to saving the world and whatnot. Return to your services, Marie. Yeah, I gotta do some sort of random whimsical things before trying to save the world, you know? Besides, gotta kill time so as this last, like, 20 minutes or so isn't all that's remaining in the video. Like you do.
It is time, Your Majesty, to meet fate with steely resolve and commission Albion's army. We will use the funds we have to establish the best possible defense. Before I can commit those funds, however, I require your signature on a contract stating your awareness of the projected number of civilian casualties. Strictly a formality, of course, though should the number alarm you, you may wish to donate as much gold to the treasury as possible before you sign.
Really wish I could at least kill you. That would be one less gold. Just saying.
Very good. If you could just sign on the dotted line, please.
I hereby acknowledge and accept that 0 of my subjects will die in this incoming war. Ah. That's a lot of money. And here we go. Loading screen. Of course, I meant the loading screen. Here we go.
Happy anniversary, Your Majesty. 1 year as King of Albion. Doesn't time just fly? I am delighted to say that the Albion army has been deployed in preparation for the invasion, so we may enjoy the occasion without apprehensions. To celebrate this momentous day, I have prepared some fantastic events. First, you will stand still for several hours while a local artist paints your portrait. Then, you will choose the 47 varieties of flowers you wish to be cast at your feet as you parade through the city. Oh, and you will need to sign thousands of autographs, of course. Let's see, you will also be fitted for a new pair of shoes, and, of course, you will need a new...
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God we were pulled away from Hobson. I've never been so happy to see the road to rule. Oh, God. Talk to me, Teresa.
The day has come, King. It is time for you to face the darkness. But you will do so in your true form.
What now?
Over the past year, you have made decisions that reveal your nature, and which have affected the lives of all your subjects. You have done what many would have thought impossible. Not only have you raised an army to protect your people, but you have accomplished this while acting as a noble, benevolent, and popular ruler. But you are more than a king. You are a hero. You are Albion's champion, its protector. This coming battle is the reason you had to take Logan's place. Only you can defeat the creature that dwells in the shadows. If you do not, all your efforts will have been in vain. Now go. Do what you were born to do.
Kind of funny that money solves all the problems in this game, and yet, you know, no one was actually willing to put forth any real sort of money to do so. Also, yeah, I have some weird little leafy things going on my face. I was noticing that during the cutscenes of the last couple of episodes, and I was just, huh. So am I actually leaving the road to rule here, or... Because I really don't want to sign thousands of autographs and have my feet fitted for shoes. Please tell me we skip all that. I killed 4 villagers. Guess I'm not all that great of a good guy.
It's here. The darkness has reached Power Stone. The attack has barely begun, but already we have suffered terrible casualties. We simply weren't ready. If we don't act quickly, there may not be a kingdom left to defend by dawn.
We have to get out on the streets, now!
Today we fight for Albion!
For Albion!
How are there already casualties going on, people? Seriously.
You go up against the army, you gotta expect to feel some serious pain. That'll leave a nasty scar.
So, you're telling me... I mean, I know that I'm, like, super strong and I'm a hero and whatnot, but you're telling me that people aren't able to take out these abominations. I mean, hells. Freaking Walter is having a good time killing those abominations.
It's here.
I bet it is. But you know what else is here? Me. That all? You guys good? Good. Let's move.
I'm taking some serious punishment here.
You are fine. Oh, hey, you guys. And yes, it is ridiculous that I'm able to one-shot those.
This is the kingdom of unlight now. This is the kingdom of death.
The kingdom of unlight? What the?
Darkness, it flocks to you always.
These things are tough.
Yeah, and I'm here to kill them. Oh, hey, that was the crawler, wasn't it? Paige? You, want to... Oh, hey.
This isn't real. It isn't real.
Yep.
This is a nightmare. Someone please tell me it's just a nightmare.
It is. Yeah, pretty big nightmare involving slaughtering of the citizens and whatnot. Really? Really? One shot the villagers. Goddamn villagers. I thought the villagers would be fighting too. I mean, it is only the end of the world coming and whatnot, so... Bang? Oh, okay. Yep. I'm able to one-shot these guys with my gun. What's that really say about them after all? That it? Not all of them in this area. Oh, hi. I mean, that is the point of darkness. Sure they will, despite the fact that I've been totally a good guy this entire... I feel like I'm supposed to be intimidated by the crawler guy, but if I was legitimately doing evil things, then yeah. I could see me actually being all, oh, woe is me and whatnot. That people hate me and all that fun shit. Yep.
The sounds you give us, the cries of your young, gurgle of freshly ripped throat. We give thanks for your desperation.
God, I really can't wait to smash this guy's face in.
Escape darkness. It flocks to you always.
Oh, hey, one of you guys. They're actually kind of a challenge and actually coolly designed. It's just a shame that you, like every other one of the enemies that you Darkness Dweller guys are pansies. Yeah. More of these guys. Back. Let's go. Oh. Whoop. Whoop. Alright, fine. I was just going to gun him through, but I guess this will have to do. And let's go ahead and use the time stuff. Why not? Maybe it'll help save the others. Sure. Totally understand why that. Okay. Oh, hi.
For that is the most blessed state of being. It is our gift to you.
Yeah, your gift kind of sucks. Can I re-gift it? Do you want me to just give it back? There's not too many, Walter. There's not. There really isn't. You can chill out some, bruh. Okay, that kind of hurt. Okay. I don't know why I was... Oh! Oh! When I do my flourish now, those wingy thingies come out. That's actually kind of cool. Kind of sucks that we had to wait for the entire game for us to see it, but hey.
Feel it. We're getting close to that thing. Where are you? Show yourself.
The lost sheep returns to the flock. No one ever leaves the darkness behind. Do you see what you have done? We are all shadows now.
Well, that kind of sucks. Come on. Come on. Mine. Okay. I can do that. I would do that if I flourish would actually hit.
Don't fight back, my child. I have cared for you. I have taught you. I have made you.
I don't see where you're getting any of that. Just saying. Oh, now he does teleporty tricks. I love teleporty tricks. Did I say I love teleporty tricks? I mean...
I'm sorry. You took away the darkness. It's been inside me all this time. But it's light now. I can see the sky. And it's light. I don't think I can fight anymore.
It's all over, Walter. We won. We beat it together.
Do you remember the stories I tell you when you were a child? There was a great king once. The mightiest hero of them all. Remember what you would say?
Teach me to be a hero.
You've done me proud, boy. You've always done me proud.
Oh, Walter.
I think old Walter would have liked it out here. He was always a fan of looking tall and stony.
Shut
Can
it,
you
Ben.
imagine what he'd say if he was here now?
Shut up, Ben.
Exactly.
It's time I return to my own castle. If ever you need to save the world from another abomination, you know where to find me.
My people shall never forget what you have done for them. We are proud to be part of Albion. I shall return to Aurora in the knowledge that we may at last enjoy peace. Farewell, Your Majesty.
Walter was right about you.
You're a hero in every sense of the word. The hero Albion needed.
What will you do now?
I will continue to serve you the best way I can. I belong down in the city. The people there will always need help. Goodbye, my king.
You have done what I thought impossible. You are the ruler I could never be. You don't need me anymore. And Albion will heal easier without me.
Well, King, old chum, ruler supreme, pal, you did it. You saved the kingdom. And it's my turn to say goodbye. I'm not cut out to be a general. Now I think I'd like to start travelling again. Or maybe see if Paige needs any help down in Industrial. But before I go, let's send off our friend in style, shall we? This one's for you, Walter.
This is the world as it could have been, devoid of color, devoid of life. It is thanks to you that it isn't so, and you did it without becoming a tyrant. The people love you, and you have banished the shadow of your brother's reign. You kept your promise to Sabine and his people, when it would have been easier to turn your back on them. A noble gesture. You swore an oath to Paige to better the lives of your people, and you did so even in the face of great danger. You did for the Aurorans what your brother would not. He broke his promise, but you proved to be the better leader. Without the strength to make those choices, we would not be standing here now. Perhaps we shall meet again one day, King.
Aren't you going to tell me my future?
The future will reveal itself when it is ready to do so.
And that was Fable 3. First off, let me just say, screw you, Peter Molyneux. Where to begin? For the most part, this game is moderately enjoyable at best, I guess. Like, I won't say that it's like completely and totally terrible, but it's definitely lackluster. It feels very generic-y. I mean, sure, Albion itself is kind of a generic-y world in and of itself, but nothing felt all that grandiose. There weren't any legitimate boss fights that I felt were, boss fights. Whereas in Fable, you at least remembered, first Fable, anyways, you at least remembered your very first encounter with a troll. Jack of Blades. That was an awesome final boss fight. I don't care what anyone else says. I like that boss fight. And the ending of this was just so lackluster too. I barely felt like a hero. I felt like a dude that just killed his best friend and ally that he's been sticking around with for like, how many episodes now? This will be the 25th. Not counting, grinding and whatnot for money. That was about the only real grind that you had in this game. Like, you'll have to do some of the quests, of course, to get that under the belt, so that you can get all the expressions, you can power up your character as much as you possibly could. And, it kind of feels more arbitrary to power up your character with, up to level 5 in each of the ones. It's like, well, I might as well. I mean, I got all these guild seals. The previous two, at least Fable 1, from what I recollect, it makes you feel like you can specialize in one of them, as opposed to, just leveling them all up. And I like that. I like being able to focus on a thing. Maybe it's one of the reasons why I really need to get back into the Elder Scrolls games. Like, when you make a character in any of those games, it's like, once you get to a certain point, it's like, yeah, going back and focusing on anything else kind of seems ridiculous to do. But that's besides the point. And again, the whole Darkness Incarnate thing could have been done so much better. So much better. But I'm sorry, that was just kind of weakly done. The whole part in the desert, that could have been interesting. Maybe if you didn't have Walter there the entire time and it was your character reacting to all of this. And let me also point out that it would have been far more significant if your character was the one who sacrificed himself and became the hero, a true, benevolent, good aligned hero, to sacrifice himself, to martyr himself, as opposed to Walter, which, yeah, okay, it makes sense that he died, but, like, I don't know, freaking do one of those, no, Darkness, you are really looking for me because I'm the hero, not some dude who's been there. That's about it. I don't know. I'm very back and forth with the idea of the Darkness itself. I'm alright with the combat. The combat feels very much like it did in Fable 2. I mean, it's still rather floaty, and sometimes when you want to go one way, it'll have you go another way. The lack of real magic effects kind of makes me even less like the idea of magic. I ain't gonna lie. Because what, we had fireball, ice bolts. I think there was lightning in there. There's a force push and swords. That's about it. The first game had freaking apocalyptic-esque spells and summoning down the wrath of the heavens and a berserk spell. That was probably one of my favorite spells because it's a buffing sort of spell. Hell, they had another one that increased your defense and whatnot. And don't... I hate games that make it so as when you get hit, you don't actually see what the effect is. Like, there was no health bar in this game. The only way that you could tell that you were dying is the red circle around your screen and the prompt to, hey, better use that potion. Which brings me to another point. You couldn't just casually use items whenever the hell you wanted. You had to legitimately go get yourself in a situation to use that item. Stephen Fry, why is it that you had to voice Reaver? It's like, seriously. They had some really good voice actors in this, actually. John Cleese, Stephen Fry, Sir Ben Kingsley, Simon Pegg. Simon freaking Pegg. It just sucks that Ben sucks. I don't like Ben. No. How long are these credits? Music was good. Some of it was just reused from the previous two games, but, music's good. It feels like some of the music was just reused from the previous games. I know that the Bowerstone Market used the same stuff. I'm glad that they did get the voice actress for Teresa back, though, because that would have been weird. Like, that was one of the most iconic things from Fable 2 is Teresa's voice. And to have had that changed would have been... no. And now I'm just sitting here waiting for the credits to end because, I mean... Again, it wasn't bad. It just felt so much more generic than most everything else that I've played for the channel. Hell, freaking Shining Soul 2 felt less generic of a fantasy world than Fable does. Well, Fable 3 does, anyways.
It also doesn't help that I'm just not into the whole Industrial Revolution thing, or the idea of being a king. Like, yes, a king, is a great influence on how the economy is and all that fun shit, but it's not something I'm into. It's not. It's one of the reasons why... Completely... Oh, Troy Baker, cool. it's one of the reasons why certain things just don't click with me. Like, this is completely off topic when it comes to video games, but there's the Pathfinder adventure path called Kingmaker. Essentially what it is that you rule a particular part of the Galarian campaign world. And, you know, the idea sounds pretty fine and whatnot, except when you get down to the point where it's like, now you have to actually govern these things, and you're sitting there with your DM, and you're going over rules, and you're going over, you know, what does what, you know, affiliations with trade routes, or all that fun stuff. You still go out and adventure most of the time. Like, that's the bulk of Pathfinder adventure paths, but at the same time, it's that aspect of the adventure that's just, not for me. I would be one of the characters they have a separate option for you where you could, you know, give the ruling role over to one of the non-player characters, and you just act as their support, as a guide of sorts. Whether they listen to you or not is, you know, up to the DM at that point. And I feel like I would be that guy. Like, oh, you're playing Kingmaker, you want to be the king? Nah, I'll just be the guy who supports the king. Kind of stupid, but that's the way I am. I'm not a leader kind of guy. Wow, these guys are long. I mean, I get it, there's a lot of work that's put into these games, but God, I would have figured that they'd have been over by now. It doesn't help that, like, through the entirety of the game, there were bits and bobs. There were bits that I did love, and things I did enjoy. Like, the quest called The Game. That was probably my favorite moment in this entire game, and that's solely because it's kind of just a big joke around tabletop gaming. In fact, after that quest, I noticed that a couple of kids were running around, spouting out, like, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, and talking about their character stats in terms of, like, levels and skill points. I love little shit like that. Like, you get to a point when you do a certain quest, and that affects the world in a certain fashion. I just wish that it was kind of done in so much better of a way. I don't know how to explain it. Like, the combat mechanics would have been made a little bit more dependable, I guess is a good way to put it. A lock-on mechanic would have been a little bit messy to work with, but would have made it so as attacking things. Not to mention the way that attacking and blocking works. Okay, I have, on my PS3 controller, because I've been using a PS3 controller for this, square, triangle, X, and circle. Triangle uses the gun, circle uses magic, X dodges, and square blocks. Or square attacks, blocks, and uses flourish. You're telling me that they couldn't have used any of the shoulder buttons? And there's no difference if I were to use a 360 controller. They could have used these shoulder buttons for anything. Like, oh hey, why not make it so as they can align different magics, or maybe swap through your magics, or quick swap through your weaponry? No? Okay, we'll just have these 4 other buttons on top of the controller for absolutely nothing. I feel like that there's just so much that they could have done with this game, with this series, in fact. But the way it was made just feels so just meh. I enjoyed parts. That's about it. And no, I never finished that chicken chaser quest because I know that there's people that enjoy those kind of quests. Those quests where you go and be silly. Go and do something stupid for the sake of doing something stupid. I think the only real stupid quest that I don't remember a lot of quests from my Fable 2 playthrough, but I want to say that the stupidest quest that I've done in that entire game was maybe the chicken chaser one. And that wasn't, no, chicken, that was it. That's what it's called. And it's pretty much as it sounds. You kick a chicken, and depending on where it lands, you get a certain amount of points. That's it. One of my most fun in that was the Brawling Club one. Of course, that's obvious why. It was brawling. And again, the Darkness Incarnate thing seems kind of generic, but if it was done right, it would have been done well. And that's just one of those things where it's like, I like a good story of good versus evil. I really do. The all-encompassing evil, you know, tries to come in and be all, ooh, I'm gonna destroy everything, and tries to get into a person's head. It doesn't help if you don't have a character reacting to what is being said in their head. Walter showed that he was being afraid and whatnot, which is understandable. Dude is in his head, and he finally sees this thing, and okay, the crawler is honestly kind of lackluster itself, and honestly would have felt far more, how to put it, far more like I was doing something if I was going to attack the crawler, but instead it made me fight Walter, and that was just, maybe I'm thinking all this wrong. Maybe I think to myself, okay, it's Darkness Incarnate. When I think darkness, I don't think, you know, this unfathomable evil sort of thing. I think balance. I think light versus darkness. There's always a balance. If, you know, Shining Soul 2 had it kind of right in that fashion. If there's too much light overpowering the darkness, then yeah, in theory, it might be a good thing, but at the same time, there's a lack of balance. And I don't know, I'm one of those people that's more about balance than they are about being a good person. Maybe I'm weird like that, I don't know. Are we seriously going through the voice acting shit for the different regions now? The music has stopped. The music stopped like 3-4 minutes ago. Oh my god, seriously. I have put down the controller like 5 minutes ago and have just picked up this random pair of needle-nose pliers I have on my desk for reasons I don't even know. There's not much to... Okay, here's another thing. At the beginning of the game, you essentially start off with a love interest, I guess? And it's just... No. I had no connection with this woman, and you were forcing me to choose to either have her killed or a bunch of people killed. Or, I guess, locked away, because they were still locked away, right? I think so. I don't even remember her name. I remember Logan, and even then my connection with Logan is very meh. That's one of the things. If you're going to have a long-standing bad guy, show him being a bad guy. Like at the start of the game, oh yeah, okay, he's done a couple of evil things and some of his influence. That's all we see is we see his influence. You want to make me really hate a bad guy, you show him doing something despicable. Maybe not outright like the start of Goblin Slayers despicable all the 100% of the time, but still doing something despicable, saying something despicable. And then I'll actually care about whether or not I want to overthrow him. In the case of Fable 1 and 2, Fable 1 was... Oh, shit.
You've done the impossible. Saving your kingdom while suffering virtually no losses places you among the greatest leaders of all time. Your people love you and consider it an honor to be the subjects of such a magnificent hero. Please tell me that I was gaining gold that entire time.
To thee, beloved Majesty.
God, I was hoping I was gaining gold that entire time.
Gracious Majesty.
Could you stop that? Anyways. I'm just going to sit here and reflect a little bit on what the hell my life has come to, that I've played Fable 3 simply because Fable 3. And now I got a bunch of after game quests too, which I'm not going to do. But yeah, I don't know. I had no real connections to any of the characters. I think the only person I truly liked in this game that was a long-standing character was Paige. That's about it. It's like Paige was probably the coolest character. And I didn't really care for Walter. I mean, he was a cool advisory kind of character, but felt more like a tutorial guy after a little bit. Jasper was... he's a better butler than Hobson was. And Hobson, in a game all about what you get to do, it just doesn't feel like you get to do much besides follow the story. Because there doesn't feel like there's as many quests in this as there were in the previous two games. And Sabine you barely make much contact with. The Aurorans are probably one of the worst cases. Like, okay, how about you give me all these promises to make, closer to the beginning of the game. Like, make it so as the last possible one that I have, the last possible promise that I make is the halfway point of the game. And then I gradually fulfill those promises through the last half of the game. That would have increased this playthrough to like 50 episodes, but then you have a chance to put more fulfilling, more interesting stuff into the game itself. It's one of the things what I did like about Fable 2 is that I liked Hammer. Hammer was a cool character. I liked Hammer. She was fun, she was witty, and you actually did some stuff with her. You traveled with her to do some cool stuff. I forget his face. The mage guy was honestly kind of cool as well. And you had an entire other adventure to get to him in and of itself. I mean, that was long and tedious one, which apparently took several years of your life, but I digress. And then it just kind of rushed it with Reaver. It's like, okay, we only got John Cleese for so long. We're going to have to really get in as much as we can with him before ending the game. I don't know. I'm very back and forth with this game. It's like there's things, it just feels very meh. I really don't care for most of the things that was done in this, and what little I do care about was still even only done mediocrely well. There's not as many demon walls for one, so I don't know. I guess that's a blessing in the end, because I didn't really like doing the demon wall stuff in the previous two games either. Interesting stuff came out of it, but no actual things that I liked doing because they were there. Wonder if I could actually go and get the ultimate thing now. Probably could. The ultimate weapon from one of the other demon doors. I forget which one. I don't even care anymore. After this, I'm probably just going to uninstall it from my PC and never touch it again. To be completely honest. I would rather play through Fable 1 all over again. Probably not as a Let's Play. Well, in any case, thank you all for watching and listening to me rant on for nearly 20 straight minutes. Oh my god, what the hell, those credits. If you guys like this series, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff really helps out the channel. If you want to see me play through other Fable games, I have recorded both Fable 1 and 2 playthroughs. I know that there's also some DLC in this. I don't have that DLC. So, yeah. And if you want to help out the channel in a monetary fashion, I have both my Super Chats option, which you can do here on the YouTubes, or you can go over to my Patreon over on Patreon and become a patron. And there I'm still trying to set up some like tier stuff and figure out how to make it so as people can help me choose what games to play besides just randomly putting a voting thing on there. The more people that helps me choose what games to play, the more than likely I'll be able to play some games that you guys want me to play. Just saying. And, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Much like Fable 3, this ending has just been meh. Anyways, so, thank you all for watching. And I hope to see you guys in the next Let's Play. Take care. Cheers.